Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love. Now today I want to talk to you about hair loss. I've been through a whole hair loss journey. I get questions about it all the time, and I figured I would just kind of walk you through not only, I guess, kind of like my journey, right? I want to walk you through my journey, how I lost a lot of hair, and then the process and how over time I grew it all back. So right now I'm in a place where I am so happy. I've grown a lot of my hair back. My hair is nice and heavy and thick again. Now I will say I was born with a lot of hair. Well, I don't know if I was born with a lot of hair, but as I grew up having a lot of hair, like I used to have to get my hair thinned out. So I will say that my hair has always been like a big part of my identity. And once I started losing hair, it was really, really scary. I think it was probably one of the hardest points in my life where I was just like, OMG, like I am gonna go bald, and I want to talk a little bit about it. I feel like as women, we go through a lot of things in life, from pregnancy to just stressing out about everyday life to, just being like a working mom. And then you have mom life and wife life. And you just, you're just like kind of juggling so many different roles in life. And sometimes we need to stop and really just kind of like, okay, what are we doing here to ourselves? Because I will say, if you're kind of going through a hair loss journey right now, I just want to let you know that I know exactly what you're going through. Like, I know how, it is devastating. Like to go through like hair loss and be in the shower and like clumps of hair are just falling out. It is like probably one of the worst things that can happen to us as women, right? I remember not wanting to wash my hair. I remember not wanting to comb my hair. I tried everything. I tried eating a ton of protein. I just tried so many things. Of course, I would drink, I was taking biotin and I was taking like so many things. I was just having a lot of issues with my gut. I was having a ton of stress. Okay. Like during this time in my life, I was just really, really stressed out. I feel like things felt very heavy for me. I've always been the type of person to keep things to myself. So, I will probably never really come on and like dish out like, oh my God, I'm just like so stressed out and this is going on. And hey, some people feel good about that. Some people vent and they feel good about that. I am someone who keeps to myself. I process everything internally. I deal with like my own issues, which it might not be as good as I think it is because I just kind of keep everything bottled in. And so when my hair was falling out, that was like my cue to like reality check, like figure out what you're doing, because whatever you're doing is not working for your body. Like your hair is falling out in clumps. Why? And so when that happened, I still remember looking at I pulled it out. I actually have a photo where I pulled, I like brushed my hair and I was so scared to do this, like kind of like wring it out and do this, because I still remember like just having a wad of hair in my hand. And this was happening every day. So I just want to let you know that if you're going through like hair loss, I definitely know what you're going through. And I do want to let you know that it does stop. Okay. It does stop. You just need to, there are reasons why it's happening. Okay. And again, I'm not a doctor. This is just, not a doctor, not a nutritionist. No, like this is everything that I share with you. It is from personal experience. Okay. Yeah. So I just want, I'm sharing this with you because I know how it's such a sensitive topic. And I feel like a lot of people, I don't know, I hear people talk about it and they're like, oh, eat more protein. And sure. I will be honest with you. I did change my diet. I eliminated seed oils. I started taking like different teas to like ashwagandha, and I started taking biotin. I started taking Nutrafol. I actually didn't take Nutrafol though until last year. The journey that I'm talking about, where my hair was just falling out in clumps and clumps and clumps, was about 4 years ago. But last year I started going through it again, and it was a much shorter like hair loss process. And that's when I incorporated the Nutrafol. But I will say that I did everything that I did the first time and it worked. Okay, so I've always been someone who doesn't get enough sleep. So I also started making sure I got at least 7 hours, okay? I always try for 8, but it's hard for me. I know. But if I'm getting at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep, I feel like my body does a lot better. So I started eating more protein, a lot of grass-fed, just like ground beef, eggs, like very, very nutrient dense food. I started doing like a biotin. I started doing iron. So just doing the things that I knew were like good for my body. Another thing that you always want to make sure is that you are not dealing with gut issues. So a lot of times, if your gut is completely out of whack, hair loss could be one of the main, like your main symptoms. Because remember, like our bodies are self-healers. Our bodies are survivors. So whenever you have a symptom like you have psoriasis or you have eczema or your hair's falling out or you have acne, that is your body just telling you that something you're doing is not okay. So if you haven't checked on your gut, like where are we with this? How's your digestion? Are you getting bloated after you eat? I would highly recommend for you to just kind of take a look. Like, what are you still having seed oils? Are you still having like a lot of refined sugars? Are you having gluten and dairy? Sometimes we have intolerances that we don't even know about, and the hair loss can just be a side effect. That's almost like a warning sign for us, One thing that I did was take a super high quality probiotic and prebiotic. If you've been following me for a while, you already know I take seed. I've been taking it for about 4 years now, and it has been a total game changer for me. So I will leave the one that I take in the description below. This is Seed's DSO1 Symbiotic. So it's actually a probiotic and a prebiotic in one, and I just take 2 in the morning, call it a day, and I'm telling you, that is a great place to start. And I do have a discount code. It's LCL25. It'll get you 25% off on your order. So I'll leave it linked in the description below. And then another thing that I was doing that was more of like a topical thing, I was doing hair treatment. So I was also doing like a coconut oil treatment. I was doing that. I was also doing, I don't know if you've heard of like rosemary oil. So I was doing like a rosemary oil and coconut oil. Like I'd cook it together, let it cool a little, okay? You don't want to put it on super, super hot, but it's good to still put it on warm. Put it on my head, and then I would actually wrap it and just keep it on while I'm cleaning. I don't know how much that helps for the actual hair growth, but I feel like the health of your actual hair, it really helps for that. And it also helps for texture. So like if your hair is really, really dry, that's what I do. And it helps. Like right now, don't judge my hair. I literally need to wash my hair tomorrow, first thing tomorrow morning, but I had the time to do this video for you now, so I figured I would just get it done. Now I do have a photo because I want you to actually see. So what I was dealing with when I tell you about this hair loss journey, you could actually see my scalp when I was in the sun in my car, and like the sun would hit me, you could actually see my scalp. Like I was like, no way. I could literally see it. I'm telling you, I cried so many times about this. So trust me when I tell you that I know what you're going through, okay? Another thing was like right here on the sides, it had started to get so super thin. So thin that I stopped wearing my hair in ponytails. And thankfully it has all grown back. Just know that you are more than likely you're not gonna go bald. You are going to get it all together. You just need to kind of take a step back and see, why is it happening? Okay. I truly believe that a lot of it has to do with diet, with stress, with sleep. Like these are just very basic things. And I would say that probably the one above everything is going to be stress, and then your food, your gut, your sleep. Like everything plays a role, because if you think about it, your body is like a perfect machine. Like we're able to talk, we're able to breathe, we're able to eat, we're able to just, everything is like very much, it's just systematic. Like it is just like anyway, what I was just trying to say, I can't get my words together right now, but basically like our bodies are just meant to work on their own, but we have to properly nourish them. And sleep is one of them. Trust me, I'm guilty of it. Guys, I'm telling you, I do not sleep as much as I should. Last night, I got about 4.5 hours of sleep. Like, I know it is bad. And I've lived like this my entire life. Every time I really try to regain, like, no, like I'm gonna take care of my health, sleep is literally one of the first things that I try to do, because I feel so much better. I just feel like I know that my body got the rest that it needs. I know that I need it for my brain, for everything. So I feel like we really need to take care of, like, just really take care of ourselves. And these are just very basic things. It's almost crazy to think, but like sleep, okay. You think like, okay, no big deal. It's a really big deal. Sleep is one of the biggest deals when it comes to your health. Stress, I know, stress sometimes is inevitable. Like I live a pretty stressful life, and not in a bad way. I'm just always go, you know? And I take things that help me. I take like natural stuff, but I take things that help me with just kind of like naturally manage my stress levels. And I feel like it helps. I feel like, you know, so when it comes to a hair loss journey, I think just make sure you're doing all the basics. Make sure that you're eating enough protein. Make sure you're eating enough calories, okay? Now that's one thing I almost forgot. Calories are very important. I think a lot of times when we are on a weight loss journey and you're seeing the weight loss and you're seeing the weight just fly off and you're like, oh my God, like I'm just going to eat 1,000 calories, or I'm just going to be eating 800 calories and it's working. I'm losing 5 pounds a week. Okay. I get the scale moving that fast, and I get it can be so exciting and all. It won't happen to everyone, but it can also happen because you're not eating enough. Okay. So not eating enough calories, not having enough protein, maybe working out too much. I get working out is great, but if you work out too much, it can also be a huge stress on your body. So your body, the way we process stress, your body doesn't know the difference between an argument, between work, between working out way too much, or between not eating enough. All of those are stress factors for our bodies. And those are things that you need to figure out, like, what are you actually doing for, you know, that might be damaging your body without you even knowing it. This is just a very general, you know, like I just want to put things out there because sometimes you might be saying like, oh my God, I'm eating so much protein. Like, why am I still losing my hair? Well, we need to take a look in like all aspects of, you know, your life. You're going to figure it out. You will figure it out. But I would say at least make sure that the things that I just kind of went over today, make sure that you are at least, you know, you have those down. And I would look for, if it doesn't, you know, the hair loss doesn't stop in a couple weeks, I would say look for a holistic doctor, or look for, you know, do your own research online and just see, like, don't stop. There are answers for everything. Like, I feel like sometimes people are just kind of like, well, this is what it is. And it's not like that. It's not. Like, I will always figure it out. Like, that is my mentality. Like, I will always figure it out. So if you have any questions, I will make it a point to come back into these comments pretty often, let's say a few days after this video is posted, to go through your comments and actually answer them. If I see a lot of the same questions, then I'm happy to make another video to answer those questions, maybe like a Q&A or something, okay? But I hope this was helpful. I know hair loss could be so hard, and it is, trust me. Again, I've been there, and it was probably one of the hardest times for me. So just know that you're not alone. We're going to figure it out. Okay. You are going to get to the bottom of it because there is an answer for it and there's a reason why. Okay. Again, I hope this video was helpful. If you liked it, please show me some love, hit that like button. You know that helps my channel, and please share this with friends and family. But thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.